A medical bill arrives. There's a number at the bottom. Maybe it's $800, maybe it's $4,000, and almost immediately your brain moves to the next problem. How am I going to pay this? But there may be another question that needs to come first. How did they arrive at that number? Because a medical bill and your insurance company's explanation of benefits are not the same document. The bill is what the provider is asking you to pay. The explanation of benefits, or EOB, shows how your health plan processed the claim, what was charged, what the plan allowed, what insurance paid, and what the plan says may be your responsibility. And according to CMS, an EOB is not a bill. That distinction matters because medical care can create several documents at different times, and they don't always tell the same part of the story. So when a bill arrives, start with 3 questions. First, has insurance finished processing the claim? If you have insurance and the provider is billing you before the claim has finished moving through the plan, the number in front of you may not yet reflect the entire process. Second, what does the EOB say you may owe? Put the provider's bill next to the EOB. Look at the patient responsibility amount. Do the numbers match? If they do, good. You have more information. If they don't, you have a question worth asking before you reach for your credit card. And that brings us to the third question. Why are the numbers different? Maybe an insurance adjustment had not reached the provider's account when the bill was created. Maybe part of the claim was denied. Maybe insurance information needs to be corrected. Or maybe everything was processed properly and there's a plan rule, a deductible, coinsurance, network issue, or something else that explains why the amount is yours. You don't have to become a medical billing expert to figure this out. You need the provider and the health plan to explain the same transaction in a way you can compare. If the health plan denied part of the claim, don't stop at "insurance didn't pay." Ask, why didn't it pay? A denial can have a reason attached to it, and depending on the plan and situation, there may be a correction or appeal process. That doesn't mean every denial will be reversed. It means the word denied is information, not necessarily the entire explanation. And there's another distinction that matters. Sometimes you check everything and discover that the bill is correct. Insurance processed the claim, the numbers match. The amount really is yours. But if that amount is difficult to afford, you have moved into a different question. Some hospitals and health systems have financial assistance programs. Payment arrangements may also be available. Whether you qualify depends on the provider and your circumstances. The important thing is the order. First, is the amount accurate? Then, did insurance process it the way I expected? And if the amount really is mine, what options exist for paying it? Those are 3 different questions. If you skip straight to the last one, you can turn a number you don't yet understand into money already gone, or even into new credit card debt. None of this means you should assume every medical bill is wrong. Some bills are completely correct. Some insurance decisions are correct too. And sometimes, after you make the calls and compare the paperwork, you end up exactly where you started. But there is still a difference. You are no longer paying a number simply because it appeared on a page. You understand how that number became yours. So the next time a medical bill arrives, before your first question becomes, "How am I going to pay this?" try this order instead. Has insurance finished processing it? Does the bill match the EOB? If it doesn't, why? And if the amount is correct, what options do I have now? A bill tells you what someone is asking you to pay. Before you pay it, understand how the amount became yours.